happy birthday, Scorpio, to the Scorpios at the end of October for the year of 2017. And I have already pre-shuffled your deck and done your cards here. And, well, Scorpio, we've got some dilemmas going on in your life. And hopefully some of this may resonate for some people. If it does not, you'll have to check your rising or moon signs to see that. And I will get those out after a while. On the signifier cards, I have the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance. With these two cards, there are a lot of things going on within a personal dilemma for some of the Scorpios out there that it's going to resonate with. As in with the Two of Pentacles, it's relating to the fact that you may be looking at a place to live if you continue on in a relationship, or maybe even changing into a different job, which that can also be pertaining to that. Career changes, and you don't want to ponder too long on any of this stuff. Definitely with the Temperance, you know, you've got to look at there's got to be a persistent effort, and you know, there's got to be an ability to adapt and the attention to detail just to be able to get through these things. This card can also predict a reconciliation of two people, and hopeful that you can heal any of the rifts that have been going on. So I'm leaning more towards a relationship, but that also, relationships can also be an agreement in business. So you can look at it two ways, but I'm going to approach the reading in that sense with the more of the relationship, since it's hovering over that. So in the first part, in October, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is within the past and past monies, and working towards the greater good. Aces are in the beginning of cycles, and you know, you've gotten to a good place in your life. And below that is the Three of Cups and a celebration. So that can go hand in hand with even having a birthday party, which could be coming up at the end of October for some of you, and getting together with friends and family. And a very fun event is coming up, but it is definitely connected with your past. But also going into the past, there's going to be an ending to your cycle too, because you have, with the Ten of Wands, you've gone an upward battle, and you got to look back and go, you've worked hard to get where you've been. It's a very hard one though, because of just the burdens that we carry, and at some point we have to lay those down and make changes. And for some reason this month could be a big turning point for you. You couldn't get the most positive card in the deck, which is the Sun card. So there are big changes coming in how you view life and how you're going to change things within your life. But it is a new dawn in there. There's a Queen of Cups, which is going to lean towards a female lady, and this is still within the relationships of people, and this person is very giving towards you. But there's a standstill, and that the Queen of Cups also can represent a male, and that factor too. One that's more in the gentle and taking care of side too. So it can be both ways. But underneath that is the Hangman. So there's a suspension going on within your life of making choices and trying not to rock the boat. So it's just basically a time to pull back and have some introspection and just reflect on what's going on within your life. You know, it's looking like a lot of things are going okay for you financially, but there's something very emotional going on. And that could also reflect within a job situation that could be very irritating at the same time. There could be a new home or a new job coming to you that could be better, but you're in a holding pattern with the Eight of Swords, and you're going to have to, again, I'm going to say, sit back, take time to reflect, pick your battles. Sometimes we see things as we're locked up in a cage, and yet the door's open and we can't see beyond that. And as I look at the reading here, I'm seeing that there's just a lot of turmoil going on within Scorpio on what to do about a situation, be it work or be it a personal thing. I'm going to go ahead and pull an angel card reading for you, and then we'll do an outcome. But the greatest hope in here that I see is that Sun card. So things are going to get better in some part of your life, be it personal or within your financial. And that all looks good at this point. It's the financial. You're a very stable sign in that sense, and very methodical in your thinking. On your angel card, it says listen to your intuition and have patience, and consider carefully what you want before you act. And that again holds true on the reading that I've already been looking at here. And it's saying, even as I looked at the Hangman, to take your time, sit back, and really think about things before you act on it. Don't act on emotion. Act on, and I like to say to my reading, what is it that you want in 5 to 10 years? Is this something that you can't live with, or is this something that you can adjust to live with? Another one of them is the Lovers is on there with the Lover card and the Angels, and it says intimate relationships, and you need to be careful in weighing your decisions. This is really a strong theme that something's really got you thinking, Scorpio. So they want you to do that. Your final card is, you've planted your seeds, and there's, again, hold back for a little bit, and then there's going to be unnecessary worry. Because sometimes when people just take some time to think about things and not get so emotional about it, it all works out in the end. It's best just, like I say, put your cards on the table, see what you have. Is it something that you want to work out, or is it something that you want to change in your life? What can you live with and what can't you? I'm going to do an outcome card for you. And we will see what your guides have to say at the end for this. Scorpio. October 2017. Okay. And the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Anytime that I see queens, I see them as very organized people. Many things coming in. Here. I want to make sure that I have this so I can pass on your message. Well, the Queen of Wands is, they want you to focus on new avenues or paths. Your family members, again, it keeps coming up, and get-togethers. You're going to have to get focused, and this could also, on that Queen of Wands, can represent a Leo temperament. The career is looking good, and it's taking off, but there's a standstill within some relationships here. And it's sad to say that, you are probably really thinking about not keeping a relationship going. But other things in your life are going very well, especially career. Some things are going to have to be sacrificed in your life in order to not accept less than the best that you would like in your life. And you know what is what is right for you. And so your guides are really asking you to take that time to reflect, to really think through what's been bothering you for a while and not react, other than knowing which way you want to see your life go. And see if the other person involved with you is on the same page. For I'd rather see most relationships last than end. And a lot of times we have bumps in the road, and we just got to pick our battles, and a lot of compromise. But some things we can't compromise. So that ends your reading, Scorpio. I hope that you have a good month in October, and I will see you in November.